I never thought a single conversation could turn my life upside down, but that's exactly what happened. I sat across from my wife, the woman I thought I truly knew, and she dropped a bomb I couldn't have anticipated. She wanted an open marriage. The words lingered between us, heavy and suffocating. She spoke so calmly, almost cheerfully, as if it were a perfectly normal request. Her eyes searched mine for a reaction, but inside me, everything was unraveling. I wanted to scream, demand answers, call out the hypocrisy, but I stayed frozen, silent. Shock and disbelief held me captive. "I think it could make us stronger," she said gently, pressing her point. "We both have the freedom to explore, to be ourselves." She tried to convince me it was a gift to our marriage, but all I could see was betrayal. How could sharing each other with strangers ever bring us closer? How could I watch her love someone else without feeling shattered? I said nothing. My voice failed me. "If that's what you want," I managed, my tone steady, though my mind was spinning. I didn't fully understand what I was agreeing to, nor could I imagine the chaos it would unleash. But one thing was certain. Nothing would ever be the same. In the days that followed, my thoughts became a prison. I couldn't escape her words. I tried to reason with myself, to tell myself maybe it wasn't so bad, but every time I tried, the images invaded my mind. Her touch, her kisses, her laughter with other men. It burned in me like fire I couldn't douse. Then anger crept in. If she could have freedom, why couldn't I? Why was I expected to stay put while she chased fantasies? I refused to be a bystander. I decided to reclaim control on my own terms. I started with one woman. She was everything my wife wasn't at the moment. Daring, fun, attentive. She gave me a rush I hadn't felt in years. For a brief moment, I felt alive again. But one wasn't enough. I needed more. Another, and then another, until a fourth woman entered my life. Each brought something different. Thrill, comfort, affection, but none filled a hollow space inside me. At first, it felt empowering, like I had finally seized what was mine. I was in charge, not her, but soon the weight of lies pressed down. I had become just like her, chasing moments of validation outside our marriage. The freedom I had thought I wanted only left me emptier. I wasn't happier, freer, or fulfilled. I was hollowed out by my choices. The moment of clarity hit when I was with the fourth woman. It wasn't her I longed for. It wasn't the excitement, the novelty, or the secrecy. It was my wife. I missed her, the woman I married, the one I vowed to love. I missed us. And suddenly, the world I had created felt alien, unrecognizable. I couldn't undo the past, couldn't erase the pain I caused her or myself. But I knew I had to face the consequences. I couldn't keep pretending this was just a phase, that everything would somehow settle back into normal. The next day, I sat down with her, unsure where to begin. "I'm sorry," I said, my voice trembling. "I never meant for this to happen. I thought I was balancing things, but all I've done is damage us." Her eyes held the sadness I couldn't escape, the hurt that had been silently building. She had known, of course. She had seen the signs, the late nights, the walls I'd erected. And now, here we were, staring at the wreckage of what used to be our marriage. "You wanted freedom," I whispered, "but freedom has a cost." She nodded, tears threatening to spill. "I wanted to fix us," she murmured, "but we've broken something neither of us can mend." In that moment, I realized we had both erred, both inflicted pain, both chased desires that were never meant to be. We had sought freedom, but it had cost us more than we anticipated. I don't know what lies ahead, whether we'll rebuild or walk away. But I do know this. Everything changed when I chased others in the name of freedom. And the hardest truth of all is that freedom without care or restraint carries consequences you can't undo.